Your workout today is an all-seated stretch routine on the mat. This one has been designed to be safe for those dealing with moderate to mild chronic fatigue syndrome. But as with all of the workouts, please remember to listen to your body and avoid any exercises that cause you exhaustion. I don't want you to feel worse after this. I want you to feel better. That's the whole point of moving our body in this gentle way. So if you're ready, let's begin. For your first stretch here, you're going to sit on your knees if possible, and you're going to inhale those arms up and then grab your knees and make your back into a nice C curve as you exhale. Bringing those arms up again, you're going to open up your chest, inhaling, exhale back down, grab those knees, make your back into a C curve and exhale. Let's do that one more time. Bring it down, exhale, and just relax. We're going to do these little waist twists here. So you're going to twist at your torso. You're going to lean back on your hand here, bending at your elbow, using your knee to kind of intensify the deepness of the stretch. We're going now onto your hands and knees into a cat-cow flow. So we are going to stretch out your upper back and your neck. So your hands are slightly in front of you here. You're going to arch your back up into that C curve. You're going to slowly move your torso forward, and then you're going to thread one hand through the opposite arm, resting your ear on the mat. You want to make sure you keep your breathing here, coming out of it. You're going to flow back into that nice cat-cow, moving forward, and you're going to take the other arm now and thread it through, resting your ear on the mat. This should feel really good, and you should feel a nice release in your upper back and neck. Let's cat-cow again. Amazing work. Coming out of it. Back to neutral. Moving on. Now you're going to take those hands slightly farther in front of you, and you're going to come up into this nice pyramid stretch here. We're going to start pedal pushing those heels down towards the mat because this can be quite intense in the beginning. If you haven't stretched out the back of your legs in a while, you might notice that your knees want to stay bent, and that's okay in the beginning. You can always work up to straightening those legs. Doing the pedal pushing will help you to get there. Make sure you have a nice sticky mat too, so that way your hands don't slide out in front of you. Keep your breathing. And if there's any exercises here today that you just find too difficult to do in the beginning, don't worry about it. You can always just relax and wait until the next exercise to continue on. Eventually, you will be able to do all the movements with ease, I promise. Come back to your hands and knees. Now we're going into a relaxing child's pose here. Aren't you so excited? You're just going to push your torso and your glutes back so that they're resting on your calves. Your arms are straight out in front of you. And you're just going to relax. You should feel a nice release in your chest area and your upper back as well. Coming out of it now. You're going to come onto your stomach here, and we're going to support our torso with our hands and our elbows. So you're going to come down, take your legs out wider than hips width apart. You're going to make your arms into like a little pyramid shape here, pressing your hands into the mat, and you are just going to drop your head slightly back. You'll notice you feel a lengthening in your abs and a tightening in your lower back, but that should feel good. Oh, that one felt so good. Now it's time to roll onto our backs here. And we're going to stretch out your hip flexors, your low back, your legs. It's amazing. Feels so good, this next one. So you're going to bring both of your knees into your chest. Pretend like you're hugging them. And you're going to roll around a little bit to massage your low back. This is where our adrenals are. So this is a good one to kind of do often, especially if you're stressed out. Now you're going to press those knees out to the side. This can be quite intense in the beginning. If you've not stretched out your hip flexors in a while, it might even hurt, but just work through it if you can. A little bit more each time you come back to do this routine. This also helps reduce stored trauma in the body. It's amazing. You can do it a little bit longer if you want next time. We're going to do this stationary high bridge, and you're going to clasp your hands underneath you to help you stay elevated the entire time. Now, if you can't clasp your hands, that's okay. Just support yourself by pressing those hands into the mat. But the goal here is to really lift your glutes as high as you can. We're stretching out the front of the body, and we're also strengthening the low back. How did you do? Were you able to stay up the entire time? I know those legs are exhausted, so we're going to give them a little break. We're going to do these little airplanes here. You're going to take one knee into your chest, and the opposite leg is straight out in front of you, and you're going to try to cross that knee over the body, keeping both of your shoulders on the mat. You might feel some popping in your low back, and it should feel amazing. This one is just wonderful if you do sit a lot from being fatigued. This is one that I did all the time when I was really sick because it's so rejuvenating. It's simple, but just incredible for helping you to feel a little bit better. So try to do it often. Okay, so we have to come out of it so we can do the other side. So you're going to bring your opposite knee now to your chest. You can loosen up any tightness in your ankles by rolling that ankle around a little bit before you cross the knee over. And then you're going to cross that knee over the body, keeping your shoulders pinned to the mat. Just breathe, relax, and enjoy these next 30 seconds. Coming out of it now. Moving on to our last and final stretch, which in my opinion is the very best one. We're just going to lay on the mat and relax for the last minute. So here you want to make sure that every single muscle in your body is relaxed. Let's get rid of any tension we're still holding on. Relax your jaw. Let your hands fall to the floor. Open up. And let your feet drop to the side. Well done today. Stretch complete. I hope that you are feeling so much better after this feel good routine, and I hope that you can come back again and again and notice a boost in your energy over time. And if you like this one and want more like it, go ahead and click one of these videos here or visit me on my website. I have over 175 workouts and counting for those dealing with chronic pain, low energy, and more.